How are you? How do you feel today? Because this is what it's going to be about today. And I want to teach today on the only thing that matters is how you feel. So buckle your seat belts and get a snack. Get into your most comfortable position, because I just pray right now that whoever is supposed to hear this today will find this video and it will resonate, it will penetrate your soul, and you will not be the same after hearing this message than you were before. In fact, you will be set free today to focus on how you feel and know that that is the only thing that matters in your life right now, is how you feel. And once you get this message, it will resonate, it will penetrate your soul, and it will change you for life. And you will also teach others on the difference between how things feel and how they don't feel, and change your life forever for the positive, the greater good of you. So nobody ever talks about the importance of how you feel. And if they do, you're just like, oh yeah, whatever. I just live my life and I go through the motions and I just do what I've always been done. And what my parents told me, and I just do it because that's just who I am. And then you create this avatar of a life that other people told you that was good for you. And until you have things that happen in your life that make you feel uncomfortable or sad or lonely, or the feeling of like, oh my God, I don't feel happy anymore. I don't feel inspired anymore. I don't feel love anymore. I don't feel, or have I ever felt that? And sometimes it's I've never felt that. So sometimes it's, people tell you, oh, this is the way we're supposed to feel. This is what you're supposed to do. This is supposed to be how you act. We've always done it this way. We've always had these friends. We've always done it their way or his way, or the mom's way, the dad's way, the friend's way, the sister's way, the whatever way. And we have a tendency of thinking that that's normal because that's all we've ever known. And then one day, if you're lucky enough to have this happen, you go on a healing journey, because one day you can't get out of bed. You just physically cannot get out of bed because it's so painful to get out of bed. And I think they call it depression, right? They call it depression because all of a sudden you lay in bed and you're like, I feel sick. I don't feel purposeful. I don't feel good anymore. And then they call it depression. And then you go to the doctor because the people around you are like, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting like this? You can't just lay in bed all day. There's things that have to be done. You have to be this aviator that I've created you to be. You cannot fall. You cannot rest. You got to keep going. And that's when people get in trouble with, different drugs. They go to the doctor and the doctor's like, well, honey, you're just depressed. It's probably seasonal depression. Don't worry. Just take this happy pill and you'll be okay. What happens is you just start numbing your emotions, and then it gets worse, because then you're playing this avatar character. You're playing this role, this character of what everybody else wants you to be and expects you to be. Your husband, your kids, your sisters, your brothers, your mom, your dad, your aunts, your uncles. And you just get into this role of turning on a happy face with no emotions and no feelings, and just taking your happy pills every day and just doing what you're supposed to do. And then you go home, you crash out because you're exhausted. You don't take the time to feel because you forgot how to feel. And you think that you can just run from your feelings and run from your life. And until you get tired. I did that till I hit 50. And then I got tired and I was not physically able to do it anymore. And what happened to me is I got cancer. And then at 50, I just physically got so exhausted I could not continue this avatar any longer. And then when the kids leave and the buffer is gone, and then you look at your husband and you realize you're not connected anymore. You forgot to feel whether you want to be with that person anymore, whether it's a match or not. There is a reason that we are supposed to feel our feelings. Because when you feel your feelings and allow your inner voice to come out and tell you which direction to go now, it may not be the direction that everybody else wants you to go. It may not be with that spouse anymore. It may not be with that toxic friendship anymore. It may not be with the people that do not allow you to set healthy boundaries for your new self. You see, when you start feeling and you start healing, things are gonna have to change in your life because you're no longer the same. And then you're gonna get the, oh my God, what is going on? You must be going crazy. You're just, what? We were supposed to die old together. We were supposed to. And you lived in that avatar of what you were supposed to do for so many years that people are gonna freak out. When I first got a divorce, people thought I was going through a midlife crisis. They're like, what the heck happened? You had the perfect husband, the perfect life, the perfect kids. Why are you still not happy? You know, there's only so many walls that you can knock out of your home. If you followed my story way back when, there's no more walls to knock out with a Sawzall. I seriously broke through all those walls trying to find my happiness and remodeled my house to finally how I wanted to remodel it. Remodeled my whole front yard and my whole backyard. I built a shed in the backyard. I got a hot tub, built a covered area in the backyard, and nothing was making me happy. There was no amount of material items that were making me feel better. And then people were wondering, what is my problem? My problem was I forgot to feel my emotions and get those feelings from inside for the guidance that I need to proceed with my life now. So when you start your healing journey, people will think you're going crazy. But then there will also be people in your life that will celebrate. Finally, you're getting it. Finally, you're taking care of yourself. Finally, you're feeling. Finally, you're not running away from yourself. You see, you can only run from yourself for so long until you get physically, emotionally, spiritually drained. Your soul feels depleted. Your body gets sick. You gain weight. You have this look of sadness on your face, even though you're just smiling through it all, trying to pretend that everything's okay. And then all of a sudden you become this robot without emotions, without feelings, and you just go through the motions. Yes, I'm supposed to be at this party at 12 o'clock. Okay, I'll do my best to look my best, but I'm a little overweight, so I'll cover up and I'll hide, and maybe nobody will notice. Maybe I'll draw the attention onto other things, and maybe nobody will notice. Or whatever your story is. We all have this story of survival, and it's not right or wrong. And the only reason that I can talk about this is because I lived it for so many years. I lived it until I was 50 years old. And then all of a sudden, I like to use the analogy of this. Your pain becomes so unbearable and you feel so tired and drained that one day you can't run anymore. And one day you're standing at the top of this cliff. You walked up this mountain and you're at the highest peak of the cliff. And on the other side, there's this beautiful stream of water. Magnificent, crystal clear, beautiful water. And you don't know how deep it is. And you don't know if you'll be able to swim long enough to get to the other side. And you don't know if that's going to bring you joy. You don't know if that's your new now. You don't know if that's going to make you feel good. You don't know if you're going to get hurt. You don't know. But you're so tired of being on top of that mountain and not feeling, and nobody cares how you feel. Nobody asks you how you feel. We have created this avatar of what others want us to be until we get depressed, until we have to go get on prescription drugs. And some people unfortunately live their whole life in somebody else's avatar that they created for you. And one day they die. It's over. They get sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker, and nothing is resonating or penetrating your soul like it used to. And then you just check out with prescription drugs and you check out of life. And you become the old Karen that just complains about everything because you're miserable, so you want to make everybody else miserable. And then you turn into this evil person that complains about everything because your feelings were never heard and were never validated. And you forget what it feels like to feel. And then one day you are somebody that you don't even know. You don't even know who you are anymore. You don't know where you went. You forgot how to feel. You get into this anger and you're drained, you're exhausted, you can never get enough sleep. You can never feel happy. You just forgot how to feel. And if you're lucky enough to see this video today, then you're ready. Today's your day. Congratulations. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy to feel, especially if you haven't done it in years. But I'm saying that you will be willing to jump off that cliff. And guess what? If you jump, you just may have fun. You'll feel the feeling of the cold water rush through your body like you've never felt before. You'll remember how it feels to be a child swimming and having fun and full of life and adventurous and curious and excited. It will be that cold plunge that will help you feel again. Because how long has it been since you've taken a swim even? How long has it been since you've done something exhilarating for yourself without asking anybody else's permission? What if you could jump into this amazing, beautiful life, new life, that only you can create because of how you feel? And what if it feels fantastic and all your dreams become your reality and you go out into this world and you finally feel rested, rejuvenated, restored, and you learn to feel how good it feels to be in the skin that you're in, unapologetically. Wear what you want, act how you want, live how you want, make your own dreams come true, make your own money, and be a type of person that also gives back and changes the world because you finally chose you. You took the plunge for you. And that's what I want for you right now, today. I pray that this penetrates your soul and you will not be the same after watching me than you were before. And that you will leave a comment and say, I am going to jump today. And I don't know what the outlook or the bot, if I'm going to hit the bot, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I'm so tired of being tired and not feeling my emotions and feelings and living in this life of somebody else's avatar. I deserve to finally feel what it feels like to take the plunge, to take the dive, to take the jump. I don't want to be stuck on top of this mountain looking at everybody else's happiness any longer and not doing anything about my own. So today I'm asking you to take the jump. Take the jump into your life and leave a comment below and tell me, Ursula, today I'm going to jump and I'm going to feel into my feelings, and I don't know what it's going to look like. I have no idea if I will fail or succeed, if I will make money or I won't make money. When I took the jump and left a marriage of 21 years, I had no idea. I left with just my business and my things. I signed the house over to my husband. I gave him everything because he had a fear of being homeless when he was old. I didn't have that fear. I had a fear of never feeling my emotions and being happy. That's what I had a fear of. I gave him everything and never looked back, never once looked back. And I have never been happier. And it's not because of material items. Yes, they're nice. Money's wonderful. It helps. But it's because I have allowed myself to feel and make myself happy for the first time. And now I'm in the give back stages, teaching others also how to jump. So I love you for watching, and I pray today that you will have the courage to jump. Now take 3 deep breaths with me and then start your new day jumping from that mountain. Okay? So let's go. When you're on that mountain, breathe. Another one. Let out all your fear. There's no more fear. Let in all your happiness and joy and all the risks you're going to take to make your life so much better. Now jump into this amazing, beautiful life. I love you. Please leave in the comments below how you're going to jump.